Yes, guys, welcome to the channel. Welcome to this live stream. We are going to be previewing our game with the Spurs tomorrow at 10:45 UK time. Yeah, recall we won our first game in Australia. We won the game by 6-4. It was really an impressive one. Stapayev, Esugo, Gittens, and then Joao Pedro hat-trick. Spurs played the same team, and no, Spurs is also in Austria, and for them they drew their first game 1-1. So tomorrow we face them. Team news: I saw Moises Caicedo today and Nicholas Jackson joining uh, the the um, the rest of the squad, and in recent yesterday Chelsea announced Marcin Lacroix. So we have quite some positives. Yeah, a lot of positives. This summer has really been good for us. Most of our players, although it's disturbing that they were not called to their respective national teams, but that gave us some advantage. They rested enough, no injuries, no what. Even those who went, like James, of course, he missed some matches, I think, but he's still fit. But those who advanced into such uh, later stages of the tournament are yet to return. So, of course, given that this is a friendly, you expect to be there to be a lot of rotations, and yeah, that's what we need to test as many. You're sure Moses Caicedo will play when the season begins, so there is no need again to be the one to start. Joshua, Liz James, Joshua, Enzo Palma, Joao Pedro, those are already proven player. Now the task is on the players that didn't prove themselves enough, like last season, like Jamie Gittens, who played quite a number of matches, but he wasn't impressive. Actually, Leandro Garnacho in many times urged him to start. And then Dario Esugo, he wasn't bad, but he missed most of the matches due to injury issues. So he also has to prove himself. Both of those two scored in the opener, so that shows you that maybe they are here to prove exactly that. Otherwise, if it wasn't a friendly, what would be the best lineup we would use at the moment? We have Marcin Lacroix signing. Levi Colwill is there, and maybe Fofana as the back three if we are to use three defenders. And then you have Reece James. On the left, you have to use Joel Ato. So those are 5 players already. In goal, I would go Mike Penders. I would not take Robert Sanchez. And then in the midfield, you have Moises Caicedo. Moises Caicedo, that's the 6th player. Enzo Fernandez, and then Cole Palmer. Those are 8. So you're remaining with only 3. Then you would go Joao Pedro as the 9. Morgan Rogers on the left, and then maybe Estevao on the right. But still, I think if Pedro Neto is not sold off, Chelsea actually, according to the likes of Fabrizio Romano, can sell off Pedro Neto if a right offer comes. But maybe that's a if it's a Saudi Arabian team. He has not played well. Pedro Neto has not really been playing well recently to attract any top teams to signing him. I think so. Yeah, so that would be my best team 11 at Chelsea. I would go Mike Penders, Colwill, Fofana, Lacroix, my back three. James Atto on the left, and then James as a right back. Enzo, Moise Caicedo, and then Palma. And then I would go Estevao on the right, Morgan Rogers on the left, and then up front Joao Pedro. That's my best 11. So going into our discussing our new signings, transfers, we have been quite active and clinical this time around. Last season, the kind of transfers we made were not really intentional, I should say. We went for potential, we went for opportunities, players who were available cheaply. That's what we went for. But now this time around, we have really tried to sign the players we needed. We started with the right back, and we got Marco Parista. I don't know exactly how Xabi Alonso plans to use Palestra, because given that Gusto and James are already there, that leaves no place for him to perform. And then for the defense, we have Rakwa. Yeah, we needed some experience in there, and he brings exactly that. The departure of Kukulela, I think, really leaves us in a situation that's quite early press. Joao Arthur didn't settle in well last season, though he did fairly well in the second half of the season. We wait and see how he will play this time around. And then in midfield, you see Jordan Henderson and Morgan Rogers. Yeah, experience, and then prime delivery in those two. So there we are sorted, and then lots of decision to take up front, because the strikers are so many, but I don't think they are good enough. Because if you look at Gil, Emega, Jackson, Dilap, now Welbeck and Joao Pedro, at least we need to let 3 or 4 of them leave.